So, welcome back. Right now, I'm going to show you a little bit of how to enter data, and it's actually really straightforward. So, let's say, for instance, you're going to be doing an experiment using the zip line, and you want to record your data on the Excel spreadsheet. Okay, so firstly, let's pick a column, and let's start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. And let's go to A1. Okay, so let's click on A1 over here and we'll label it accordingly. And so we'll enter our data. So it's always good to label it with something that you will easily remember. So let's say, for instance, we're writing down our distance here. Okay, and let's give it a unit of meters. Okay, if you click on the tick here, it will confirm that, or you can press enter, or you can press tab, or you can click out of it. Basically, as you type it in there, it will confirm it if you move out of the cell. Okay, so we put distance in meters here, and let's say we want to put time in seconds in B1. There you go. Oh, hang on a sec, that's cut off A1. Not a problem. What we can do, notice how if I hover in between A and B, it turns into like a little arrow thingy there. It's got the line down the middle and the two arrows down the side. That tells me that I can actually change the width of the column. Okay. Likewise, it will do a similar thing for the rows there, but it goes up and down instead. But the beauty of this is let's say, for example, I've got their distance and I don't really want to go that wide. Let's say I just want to go so that it matches the width here. If I double click, it will actually automatically do that there. Okay, so there's distance in meters there. We've labeled it. And as we know in the Science Center where we have the zip lines, that's actually roughly a 20-meter line. Okay, and we've got marked off in 2-meter intervals. So we always start off with 0. So you just type in 0 in A2, then you go 2 meters, then 4 meters. You know what? I can keep typing in 6, 8, 10, but I'm a little bit lazy. So what I'm going to do, and this is the power of Excel, it can kind of guess what we want it to do if it sees a pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on 0 here. I'm going to hold down shift and then I'm going to click on 4. See how it selects all of that there? And then I get a little bit of a box here. Now, don't worry about this little box that appears here. What I'm interested in is this little green box here. If I hover over it, it turns my cursor into a little plus. If I click on that and hold it down, I can drag it down and it tells me what the value is going to be as I go down. And if I let it go there, notice how it did it for me automatically. Okay, so that's just a little bit of a shortcut there. So that's our first little bit of data entry tips and tricks. Okay, now if we wanted to be really good at doing this, we need to make sure that we're not just measuring one set of data. Okay, so let's rename this into time in seconds. Let's just go trial 1, time in seconds. All right. Well, it doesn't really look very good, so I'll just, we know that it's going to be the time in seconds. Let's just go trial 1, trial 2, and trial 3. Okay. And because I'm pedantic about it, let's just do that. Okay. Now, let's type in some data. Now, obviously, because it's at the start, it shouldn't have any, it shouldn't take any time to get from 0 to 0. So trial 1, trial 2, and trial 3 should all have 0 as their starting time that it takes them to get there. Okay. I'm just going to fill this in with data that I actually collected from a previous class. I've actually copied that into my clipboard. So same as in anything else, if you copy anything from clipboard, if you just